Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'll be showing you guys how to make a ledge climbing system, a wall climbing system, and a vaulting system. So yeah, let's get to work. So first off, we need a wall to test this on. So let's place this right here. And I think like 10 studs should be fine. Let's just bring it out this way and make sure it's anchored. So we have this wall right here. Alright, so first off, we gotta check every single time the player tries to jump. So let's do a self.perm event made give task user input service dot jump request connect function. Boom. So first off, we gotta check if there's a wall in front of them. So what we're gonna do is we're going to do local raycast equals workspace raycast self.rootpart.position self.rootpart.cframe.lookvector times like 1.5 studs. Alright, and let's just make some raycast parameters up here. So self.raycast params close raycast params dot new self.raycast params dot filter instances self.character self.raycast params dot filter type. I'm going to set this to enum.raycast filter type dot exclude. So we're going to create a raycast params object. We're going to filter out the character and make it so we don't detect the character or exclude it. Alright, so that's all we're doing. And then if we go back down here, we're gonna put the raycast params in the third argument. Then we're going to do if raycast. That means there's a object in front of character. We're gonna check the size of it. So if raycast dot instance dot size is greater than y is greater than 5, make it so it's larger than like 3.5 studs, then object is big enough to climb. Then what we're going to do is we're going to call the self dot. We're going to do if self dot sliding or self dot climbing or self dot dashing or self dot. No, we can just do that. Then return end. then we're gonna do self.climbing is equal to true. Oh, yeah. And let's do or self.ledge holding. And let's call the climb function. Pretty easy. If we don't find array cast, we'll just do self.humanoid set state enabled, enum the humanoid state type jumping, and true. And we're gonna set this to false. Okay. So now we're gonna go up to our climb here. And then we're gonna do let's pass in our part or our wall, I guess, which is gonna be a part or an instance of some sort. So instance, we're going to do oh yeah, let's do one more check. Let's make sure so this is gonna tell us if self.character.head.position y is greater than recast.instance this is going to be for ledge holding. Okay. Well, let's just try it out. And then with our climb, we're literally just going to load in our track. So we're going to do self.climb track. Let's play it with a 0.1 fade time, 10 weight, 1 speed. Then we're going to do let's actually go back to our boost animation and we're going to use animation events to make it look more smooth. So what is it, boost maybe? So it's going to be, we're going to create an animation event here. I'm going to call it boost. Done. And this one's going to be boost 2. Create animation event. Boost 2. Alright, we gotta let's just save it. And then we'll just publish it to our animation. So wall climb. Pretty easy. And then if we go back here, we're gonna do let's just do that. And then down here we're gonna do another and add another thing to our perm event made. It's going to be self climb track get what is it? times it. Give me 1 second. Let's get, and we're gonna call this boost connect function. And we're gonna do the same thing with our boost 2. Connect it to a function. And then what we're going to do here is we're just going to create a body velocity. Body velocity dot velocity. Obviously real part dot cframe dot vector times what? Let's see if we put it down here. Climb distance divided by 2. Let's put this in brackets just for bed mass. Body velocity at max force is going to be times 10 to 10 1000 times 10. And then body velocity dot parent equals self dot root part. And we're gonna do debris util after like 0.2 seconds body velocity. And then we're gonna do the same thing here, but let's just name it. Wall climb boost 1. This is going to be called wall climb boost 2. And we're going to make it go a bit more like maybe divide by 1.5. Let's try this now. Okay, so let us do that. We're just going to set self.climb to false and make the boost more powerful. So call false. Alright. Alright. So now let's make it more powerful. So we're going to take this and we're actually going to times it by 9.81. See if that helps with anything actually. There we go. Like so. And then you can add some sound, but we'll be doing that in a later video. Let's see. So now let's work on, actually let me explain to you the code real quick, alright? So first off, we go to our input event, which we're not using user input service this time. We're actually using jump request. This is every single time they try to jump. we make a raycast from the character's root part. We're gonna raycast by 1.5 studs. And then we're gonna add a raycast params, which in our case is going to filter out our character. Alright. And then if we found something, then we're going to make sure that the object is bigger than 3.5 studs on the y-axis. And then we're going to make sure that the character is not like hovering over it. If we're going to make sure that, so if the character's head is like over the edge, then this means we're going to do a ledge holding and we're just going to return, right? We're not going to climb. And then we're going to make sure we're not sliding, climbing, dashing, or holding onto the ledge. Then we're going to set climbing to true. And then we're going to make it so that they don't jump. And then we're going to make them climb. So, yeah. So, but if we don't find an object, we're just going to let them jump. Pretty simple. These are every single time. So when we added the animation event, these just handle those animation events. So every time the boost animation event shows up, we're going to create a body velocity, right? Which is going to bring them up by about 5 studs. And the only reason I times this by 9.81 is because gravity. So there you go. And then we set the max force to about 10,000. We named it and we put it in the humanoid root part, and then we got rid of it after about 0.2 seconds. This one I just want to make it 0.25 seconds just because it lasts a little longer. And then we do the same exact thing here, except we divide it by 1.5 so that it goes up a little more, because this is the more powerful one, the more powerful climb. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Pretty simple. So let's just quickly comment this out. Create a body velocity. City. Make them go up. And then set the max force to 10,000. Name it. And we're going to destroy it. 2 seconds. Do the same thing. Create a body velocity. And then over here, we're going to bring them up a little higher. Make them go up a little higher. Then boost one. Set the max force to 10,000. Name it. Parent it. And we're going to make it last 0.05 seconds more than the first boost. Pretty simple. And then we're just going to comment it out. So if object in front of the character, if no object in front of character, then we are just going to let them jump. Okay. Check for stunts. And then if character head over heart top. And then we're gonna set climb to true. True, and then make sure they don't jump. And then we're gonna call jump function / method. Pretty easy. And then down in our climb script, we're just gonna play the climb track and then wait until track finishes. And then we are going to just set climbing to false. and this is just to tell script function works. Pretty easy. You don't actually need this return pass, but it's just there for whatever. Yeah, so that's pretty much ledge climbing. And then so now we're gonna create a longer one. It's gonna be like maybe like this. Yeah, just like so. And then let's hit play. And then if we walk over here, you could theoretically, oh, yeah, that brings you up. Oh, what? Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We do have a couple issues. Sometimes it brings you up higher than you should be going. So that doesn't seem to be. Oh, that's when it happens. If I hit space and a W. Oh, it's because we sprint. That's the issue. So let's go to our sprinting input handler. Uh, ledge holding. We forgot to do or self.climbing. And let's do that everywhere. Or self.climbing for when you dash. And yeah, slide key. Okay, now you shouldn't be able to sprint when you hit space, when you climb, so. Holy moly. Yep. Yeah, so you won't let me sprint, but now it'll let me sprint, so. Just like so. Oh, that happened again. Well. Oh yeah, let's just do if self dot sprinting and self sprint. We're just gonna stop sprinting. Pretty easy. Nothing crazy. So if player sprinting. Nothing too crazy. I hope you guys are keeping up. But yep. So now we just have to fill in our ledge code and our code for swinging on branches. So that's gonna be fun. So let's make it so that they have to tap space twice. All right, let's do that. Let's do that. Because I think they just hit jump once. That isn't really that good. So let's go back up here and let's do self.climb interval 0, self.climb tap equals 0, and then let's do let's see how long is this. Oh, we're only 25 minutes in. Okay, that's good. So jump request, if raycast, let's just do if self dot climb tap is greater than 1 or less than 1 end. We're just going to do self dot climb tap plus equal 1 self dot climb interval plus clock. Pretty nice. And we're just going to do, we're going to reset the self dot climb tap to 0. And then we're going to go back to our run service code. And we're going to do if os.clock minus self.climb interval is greater than 0.3 self.climb tap to 0. Oh yeah, and let's make it so that they can't repeat the climb multiple times. That's one of the main issues. So let's do so let's go back to our jump request code. All right, so one player request to jump. If raycast and self.humanoid dot let's make a cooldown for it. Let's make it so that they can't jump again until they've touched the floor. Does that make sense? So let's do self dot can climb. That's true, but then we're gonna set it to false until they touch an object that's not the air. Let's do that. So we're gonna do back to our jump request and okay. Self dot can climb. Pretty simple there. Then we're just gonna do self dot can climb equal false. Can climb again until they touch the floor. Reset tap counter for climbing. And then we're gonna create another perm event. We're gonna do self.perm event made, give task, self.humanoid, get property change signal, floor material. Right, and we're gonna have a value called old material. Actually, no, we're just gonna say if self.humanoid.floor material is not equal enum.floor material enum.material.air. If not self.can climb, then self.can climb equals true. So really simple. So and we're just gonna put when humanoid or material changes. Pretty simple. And you might be asking, what are we going to do with this perm event made? Well, we're going to do self.humanoid.died. Right. We're going to give this to the perm event made. We're just going to do self.perm event made, do cleaning. And this will destroy / disconnect all events. So when player dies. Pretty simple. If we're to hit play, none of those events would be running anymore afterwards. So yep, there we go. You have to double tap space to do it. I don't know why that's still happening, but it might be because of the max force. Oh, they could be stacking. Whatever. Let's go back here. Let's literally just change it to 1000. Alright. And what we're gonna do is down here is we're gonna say if self.root part find first child wall climb boost 1 self.root part wall climb boost 1 destroy. Pretty easy. Let's try this out now. Let's walk over here. Let's double tap. Wow, this is really. Okay, it just doesn't even move up anymore. It actually might be because. Let's make it back to 10,000. See what we get. Should work now. Just because it's not unlimited damage anymore. I guess it just sends you up that high. Does it do it all the time though? It does do it consistently. Wow, that's just done consistently now. Then let's reduce the amount it sends you up. By like 70%. So we're gonna wrap it like so. And I know you guys are getting sick and tired of this, but it's okay. Just like so. Let's try now. Because I don't want it to send them up that high. I think that's really good wall height. And then let's say you jump up, but like. So now let's work on the ledge. Alright. By the way, when I time something by 0.45, that means 45% of whatever this is. The same thing over here, 65% of whatever this is. Alright, pretty simple. So now for the ledge holding, we're just gonna do let's go back up here to jump request. All the way up here. We're gonna do self.ledge holding is true. Self ledge. Alright, and we're gonna do and self.ledge holding. Else if the ledge holding and alright cast. Then else if self.ledge holding. Then we're gonna do self.ledge holding equals false, self ledge return. So if player holding onto ledge, set ledge holding to false, and call ledge function / method. Pretty easy stuff. Do the exact same thing. Set ledge holding to true. Call ledge function / method. Really easy. Right. And then down here, we're gonna do if self.ledge holding else. We're gonna do self.rootPart.anchored equals to true. Self.humanoid.autorotate equal to false. We're gonna do self.humanoid.walkspeed equals to 0. Self.humanoid.jump equal to 0. And we're gonna do self.ledge hold track play with 0.1, 10, 1. And then we're literally just going to reverse this operation. So false, true, 16, 50. Stop, just like so. And we're going to do self.rootPart. Things like, I think we can make them go up, something like this. Let's try it out now. Oh, we're holding on, and boom. And then let's actually just play self.ledge push track play. Let's play this 0, 10, 1. Let's try this out. Pretty simple. We're gonna make it push him. Yeah, we're gonna make it push him forward. So we're gonna do that. We're actually going to do self.rootPart.vector. Self.rootPart.c from the vector times 2.5. Let's make it move by 5 here. Let's hit play now. So this right here is just adding velocity onto the character. So make it so character isn't anchored. Make it so they can rotate character with camera, reset walk speed, reset jump power, stop ledge holding animation, play ledge push animation slash vault animation. And then this is just going to add velocity to character based off of world axes. So let's try this out now. Okay, that's really dookie. What if we increase the value by like 50, 20.5? Would that work better? Let us try. No, still doesn't do its job. Okay guys, I'm gonna do a bit of research. Be right back. Okay, so what we're gonna do is use a body velocity. So velocity, pretty easy stuff. Set the max force to like 10,000 and set it to look vector by 10 by 5, and then just call it edge climb velocity, parent it to the root part, and then destroy it after like 0.15 seconds. Yeah, pretty easy. Nothing too crazy here happening here. So we're gonna create a body velocity. Set the max force to 10,000. Make the velocity go forward by 10 studs, up by 5. Name it. Parent it to the humanoid. Put apart and destroy it after 0.15 seconds. Really easy. Hit play. I'm gonna try this out now. Sound property max force. Oh yeah, we forgot to times it by the vector 3.1 times 10,000. There we go. So now, if we're to do this, okay. What if we were to set this max to 100,000 and just like crank it up? That's let's keep it at 10,000. But let's also do self.humanoid dot set state enabled enum.humanoid state type dot climbing true. Let's hit it with the climbing state type, and we should be getting Okay, be back in 1 second. All you gotta do, set this to 100,000 and set both of these to 25. And it should work plenty. So, yeah. Let me just let's quickly comment out everything. So, the humanoid root part prevents player from moving around via camera. Stop them from walking. Stop them from jumping. And then play the ledge holding animation. So let's go over this, because I know this is probably really overwhelming to look at. But we're going to start at the top. We created raycast. Pretty self-explanatory. Every time we hit space, we're going to increase this climb tap by 1, and we're going to reset the climb interval, okay? Then we're going to check if there's a raycast and we're not holding onto a ledge. Then we're going to make sure, and we're going to check if the object is big enough to climb over. So it has to be greater than 3.5 studs. Then we're going to check if the character's head is above the top of the part. If it is, we're going to set ledge holding to true, call the function, and return. So none of this code will run after. If the climb tap is less than or equal to 1, that means we've only pressed the key once. So we're not going to do anything. Then we're going to make sure that we can climb. So we're going to do if we can't climb, or if we're sliding, climbing, dashing, or ledge holding. And then let's add or we are crouching. Then we're going to stop. We're not going to do anything. Then we're going to set can climb to false, and we're going to reset the climb tap value. Okay. And then we're going to check if we're sprinting. If we are, we're going to reset the sprint by calling the sprint method / function. Then we're going to set climb to true. We're going to set the state. We're going to make sure they don't jump. And then we're going to call the climb function. And we're going to parse in the object, because it's expecting an instance or a part. If we're not holding onto a ledge and we don't get a raycast, the player is just going to jump. If we are ledge holding, though, then we're going to set ledge holding to false and call the ledge function, which is going to make us hop over the edge. And then what we did after that is we went up to our render step and we handled our tap interval. So this means if it takes you more than 0.3 seconds to tap space again, we're going to reset the climb tap value, right? Pretty simple. And then we went up here. All we did was we literally just played we just played a track, waited until it ended, and set it to false. Really simple stuff. Then in our ledge, if we are ledge holding, we're going to set anchor to true, auto rotate to false, walk speed to 0, jump power to 0, and we're going to do self.ledge hold track, and we're just going to play that track. So they're holding onto the edge. And then if we're not, we're going to reset all these values. We're going to stop the hold track, and we're going to play the push track, which is where they hop over the edge. We actually don't need this part, so I'll just, okay. And then after that, we are going to get, we're going to create a body velocity. We're going to set the max force to 100,000. We're going to make it so that it goes up by 25 and goes forward by 25 studs and up by 25 studs. And then after this, okay, we name it, We parent it to the humanoid root part and we destroy it after 0.15 seconds. Really easy stuff here, right? Nothing crazy, you know? Um, yeah, pretty much all we did there. You know, nothing crazy. And we got all of this done in about 50 minutes. That's pretty good, you know? It's a commission status, you know? Yeah. So now let's work on swinging. Okay. Swinging is either going to be really hard or really easy. Alright, so if you guys want to take a break, pause the video, go get a drink, I don't know. But let's get started. So first off, we gotta make a nice big cube. Alright, just like so. We're gonna put it up. Right there. And then let's make it like something like so, just so that the player can swing over it. Okay. So the first thing we gotta check is we gotta make sure the size is big enough. Alright, let's also anchor this. Alright, so not too honestly I'm just gonna swing it, but we'll see how it goes. So I think this is good enough. I have to scale it down just a bit though. Okay, so let's head into the movement util. And let's constantly check if the player has an object above them. Okay? And we're gonna check if it's like a branch or something. So actually let's use tags. We're gonna add a tag. And this tag is gonna be called swing. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. So uh also let's just quickly go and update all of our stuns. So or self.swinging, climbing, or crouching. Yeah. And it's a dash, and swinging, crouching, climbing. Oh yeah, or ledge holding. So yeah, okay, or ledge holding. Good. And let's go here and let's make sure that they are not climbing, they're not ledge holding, they're not dashing, and they're not swinging. Pretty good. Uh, yeah, yeah, yeah. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go back to our jump request event. All right, so where this? I think it was down here. Yeah, right here. So what we're gonna do is do raycast 2. And what it's gonna do, and not self.ledge holding, and not. Let's just do this. And I'm going to do workspace raycast self.rootPart.position vector3.new lookup by like 3 studs and self.raycast params. Pretty simple stuff here. Okay. And then what we're going to do now is, and we're going to make sure, and we're going to make sure they're in the air when they do this. Okay. So we're going to make sure there's no raycast 2. Let's just switch this out with climb tap is less than or equal to 1. We're going to do else if not self.ledge holding and not raycast and raycast 2. So this means we're not holding onto a ledge. There's no object in front of us, but there's an object above us. So player not holding onto a ledge. There is no object in front of them. No object behind them. Okay, and we're going to do if raycast 2. So dot instance hashtag swing. So object is swingable. And we're going to do self.swinging is equal to true. Self swing. Alright, and let's just do if self.ledge holding or self.climbing or self.sliding or self.dashing or self. Actually, we don't need to care about self.dashing or self. Crouching, then return it. Just right. And then what we're gonna do down into our swing is we're gonna do if self dot. We're gonna do self dot swing track play. So just like so. I'm gonna play the swing track, right? And then what we're gonna do after is we're going to do self.swing track. Right, we're gonna do self.anchor equals to true. We're gonna anchor it and then we're gonna wait until it unanchors. Self.swing track dot ended. We're gonna wait until track finishes playing. Anchor root part. And we're gonna do self.rootPart.anchor equals false. Unanchor root part. Alright. And we're gonna do local body velocity instance.new body velocity. We're gonna do body velocity dot velocity is equal to self.rootPart.cFrame.look vector times like 100, and then we're gonna do body velocity dot max force dot 1 times like 1 should be like close to 100k. Yes, it's 100k. Set max force to 100,000. Make player go 100 studs forward. actually gonna do whatchamacallit? Debris util body 3 seconds. Before that, we're gonna say its name is gonna be swing velocity, and its parent is gonna be error part. So we're gonna name it, and we're going to parent it to the humanoid root part. So, obviously, let's just make this code look nice. Pretty easy. And then let's actually go up here. Let's do self.previously swung. We're gonna set that to true. I'm gonna set this to true. And then once we set that to true, we're gonna go up here. We're gonna make an event for when they land, when their state changes. So when humanoid state changes. So we're gonna say if new enum.humanoid state type dot landed, if self dot previously. So if player is landing after swinging, we're gonna do self dot land track. We're gonna play it, and we're gonna play the landing track. Okay, so we do have a pretty large script here, but we got this. So let's hit play now and see what happens. So let's get up there. Okay, how exactly are we supposed to? What if I were to? Okay. Oh yeah, let's fix that. But okay, let's fix a couple things first. So obviously, let's make this go up way more. Second off, when we do that, we're gonna do self dot previously swung is equal to false, so that make sure landing animation doesn't always play. And let's go to our swing animation. I think I put it in this rig. Let's add an animation event called swing. Save, and then let's publish it to our swing animation. Just like so. Boom. Just like so. So, and this time we're gonna go to our swing code. We're actually gonna do get marker reach signal swing Okay, so I'm just gonna make sure yeah, it's called swing. So we're gonna wait until swing is reached, the event is reached, and then we're gonna wait. All we're doing. So now if we hit play, and we go try it out. Let me just eat this drawing right real quick. So let's go over here. Okay. I'm bringing down. And that's what I'm talking about. Swing. Yeah. So if you ever want objects that you can swing on, this is the way, I guess. You know, this system would look a lot better if it had good animations, but I'm gonna do if self.sprinting, self.sprint track. We're gonna make it stop, and we're gonna make it start again. Just like so. So there we go. That's swinging. Um, yeah. And then now let's work on vaulting. So um I'm not really sure. Actually no, we don't need to do vaulting. But yeah, that's pretty much swinging for you guys. Yeah. So next video will be on adding VFX, sounds, and the final video. So this is part 3, part 4. So part 5 will be making this movement system seamless, right? It'll be so that you could, like, right now it seems a little stuttery right now, just because of the animations and such, but we'll make it a lot smoother. We'll make it so that if you're running, you slide, and you stop sliding, you'll go back to running and such. So yeah. But that's it for today's video, and I hope you guys have a good day. See ya.